Back, our dear viewers. President Sisi delivered a speech on Sunday, the 13th of October, at the opening of the 7th edition of Cairo Water Week, held under the theme of water and climate building resilient communities. To shed more light on the issue, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Safwat Dayem, our water resources expert. Good morning, Dr. Safwat.
Good morning to everyone. Thank you.
Sir, what is the significance of organizing this conference in light of the great challenges facing the world regarding the water issues?
Okay, Cairo Water Week became a key water event for Egypt as well as for the Middle East and worldwide. It's drawing attention from stakeholders who recognize water's vital role in life. Over time, Cairo Water Week has evolved into a significant international forum, serving as primary platform in the Middle East and Africa for constructive dialogue on pressing water issues and the great water-related challenges facing the world.
Yes. Yes, sir. What are the main goals that the Water Week seeks to achieve, sir?
This year's edition of Cairo Water Week, focused on the theme water and the climate building resilient communities, as you said in the beginning of this talk. It signifies the intricate relationship between water and climate, emphasizing their collective impact on community resilience.
Sir, how does the Water Week contribute to supporting Egypt and the African continent's efforts in protecting its water resources?
Okay, the presentations, discussions, and the deliberations during the week is exploring the need for sustainable and adaptive practices that fortify communities against the challenges of climate change and water scarcity. Climate change does not know borders, and all African countries, including Egypt, faces similar challenges. The spotlight this year will be on investing in early warning systems to enhance crisis response and recovery efforts, ensuring timely interventions during the flood and the drought.
Indeed. How does the Water Week actually contribute in supporting Egypt in our protection of our resources, and how such event that Egypt conducts in the context of water and climate issues have main goal and messages that Egypt is actually trying to convey to the world? How do you see this week in conveying this very important message, Dr. Safwat?
The overarching message is working together to construct water and climate resilient communities across the African countries to ensure equitable access to clean and safe water and empower people to thrive amidst evolving environmental conditions. Actually, the convening of the African Water Conference, also parallel to Water Week, signifies the cooperation between our Water Week and the Egyptian experts and the African experts all over Africa.
Actually, sir, Egypt, as the main player in the African continent, provides support to African countries. What is the role of the development projects in this respect?
Egypt used to offer all possible support to African countries, especially the Nile Basin countries. Some examples include drilling groundwater wells, removing water weeds from streams and waterways, building flood protection infrastructure and dams, constructing early warning systems, personnel training and capacity building for sustainable water management. So the Egypt experienced that can be transferred and support to each country, help them go through the crisis and safety and ensure safe water management.
Mm. Actually, sir, the importance of this week and holding it in Cairo with the participation of regional and international organizations in helping to reach a strategy for water rights. Can you shed light on that, Dr. Safwat?
Sure. Well, since the beginning of the start of convening the Cairo Water Week, esteemed international and regional organizations are partners in organizing the Cairo Water Week. They help the Cairo Water Week through better comprehending the current and the future water challenges, to develop solutions, practical tools, policies, and concrete measures paving the way for a safer and more secure future for generations to come. Water rights for all is a central issue and essential for achieving the sustainable development goals.
Doctor, what is the way out from your point of view, and what could be the solution here for the ideas of desalinating seawater and recycling the wastewater as well?
Well, desalinating seawater and fresh water and recycling wastewater, there is no way out of using them to face the increasing water scarcity conditions,
yes,
and the demand exceeding the available water resources. Every water drop counts. We cannot afford to waste any water available for meeting the future demands. So under prevailing and increasing water scarcity conditions, each water drop counts. This issue is to make desalination and recycled water more affordable and safer for human health and environment.
Sir, actually Egypt urges cooperation among the Nile Basin countries to face the challenges encountering the countries from the water crisis and the climate change. Can you give us your insight on these very alarming and important issues?
Well, I think this is an important point to raise and start. So, in my view, cooperation among the Nile Basin countries has been deeply rooted in the Egyptian policy for centuries, and there are solid evidence for that. We share not just the water, but the opportunities and the challenges around the water. This understanding drives Egypt to support to the Nile Basin countries and face all water crises, whether flood, drought, pollution, every related to water. Therefore, cooperation is a matter of common destiny, and any individual act causing harm to any country is violating the spirit of cooperation and could bring serious harm to other countries, as the case we all live now, the case of the building the Ethiopian dam on the Blue Line.
Yes. Sir, actually the 7th edition of the Cairo Water Week was held under the theme Water and Climate Building Resilient Communities. How do you see the choice of such a theme for this year's edition, and to what extent the resilient community is important in such a very important and critical timing in, with all the challenges that the world is facing?
Well, now what we are about to is to build capacity to adapt our communities to the impact of climate change. Climate change brings several harmful such as drought periods, seawater problems, communities at great interest. I think if we notice even in our region and the Middle East, we have seen very recently devastating floods happened recently in the Emirates, in Saudi Arabia, in Morocco, and these are devastating for local communities, especially the poor. So, and build their resilience to face these dangers and act safely through them is the most important issue that Egypt, as well as all other countries and the world, including the United Nations, are after now to build such resilience.
Yes. Sir, one of the main issues discussed during the Cairo Water Week was indeed the water management and the resource development, indeed in light of the current water scarcity due to both the natural and man-made causes and elements. How we can find a solution for this issue of water scarcity by the resource development as well as the water management?
Well, water resource management now is an issue occupying the priority within the international water community as well as all national water communities. Management means safely and efficiently using the available water resources, making the most important outcome of each drop of water. We recognize the relationship between water, food production, and energy. Yes. So the nexus between these three is important and for economic growth and sustainable development. Such linkage when we use water, we need energy. When we produce food, we need energy, and so water also can generate energy from hydro power as well as food which they can use for producing biomass as energy. So these linkages are and should be in the center of good management. High efficiency, accessibility, affordability. All these issues have to be in the center of a good management.
Indeed. Dr. Safwat Dayem, our water resources expert, thank you so much, sir, for your precious input, and have a lovely day. Our dear viewers now will go to a short break, and after that we'll be back to continue our segments in the breakfast show, so stay tuned.